this up. Hmm. Because you played Tiny. Hmm. I didn't realize the amount of like organization games. I've got Undertale's currently on sale. I mean, always on sale. Oh, Castle Crashers is on sale. That's nice. Game that looks fun. Yo, that is nice. Actually, holy hell, that's a good one. Okay, let's just start Tiny Bunny. Okay. Hello, buddy. Hello. Hopefully everything's working well. Oh boy. Hi, Ensign. Hello, how are you? Okay. I'm gonna give a fair warning, everyone. My legs are tired. My legs are so tired tonight, everyone. So, fun workplace context. So I just need to check something. So, fun workplace context. So, I've been scheduled to work. So, normally it's a 5-hour shift. 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock. But my coworker asked me, like, hey, they let me know ahead of time, like a week. You might need to do, like, an extra hour or two for this Sunday. Because the opener is going to have, like, some issues that can't stay for the full time. It's like, okay, you let me know an hour ahead. I been called last minute. I started work at 11:30 a.m. and I was done at 8 p.m. So I did an 8.5 hour shift, and my legs are tired. Legit. And the work was quite busy today too. Because like not only did I had a lot of customers to take care of, but it's also the weekend, so it's my responsibility to do a lot of cleaning too, so. Oof. You guys have no idea how happy I am that my ass is on a seat right now, like. Oh, this feels so nice. But yeah, no. So I boot up Tiny Bunny, it's on right now. So for my understanding, at least you didn't have to work tomorrow with it being like the epidemic. It is a long weekend here as well. So I'm not working tomorrow as well, and I'm also not working on Tuesday too, so I have a day off for the next 2 days. Like, my family, like, my mom wants to do something with the family tomorrow, but, like, apparently they'd rather not be good out tomorrow, and I'm honestly, like, for me, I want this. I want to be lazy, legit. I have to be bloody lazy. Because, like, I got coding done, like, last night. See if please listen better into them. Yeah. Because, like, I kind of want to catch up on Twisted Wonderland story. Like, I just finished Ace's Dream, and now I'm moving on to Trey's, so it's. Oh, but I know Riddle's gonna be long. But you know. So, we're currently on Tiny Bunny. We're on Chapter 4. And last time we left off, we're in Belina's house, and we just chatted with the grandpa. Now, I actually went online, and I found out there was some, like, fun fact about the grandma character. It's specifically his voice actor. So. Okay, so I want to give, like, a little fun story. So, like, as you guys might know, like, my family's background is Russian. Like, my dad was more in, like, the Moscow area, while my mom was, like, more in Kiev. Under, like, the Soviet Union. And, like, as I'm doing well, I'm taking care of the other dogs right now. Not the direct neighbor ones. Oh, okay. Hopefully these dogs are good boys, and not much of an issue to deal with. But, no, so, like, my family, there's a big background in the Russian side. My dad, when it comes to, like, movies, for, like, me and my sister when we were younger, he bought, like, you know, DVDs of, you know, Disney movies. Specifically with a Russian dub. One of them is going to ask to pay attention. It makes you give them the nice pets. Oh, no, maybe they might be good lap dogs. And I guess, like, my cat notes and sometimes likes to sleep on me. It's super adorable, and it's so not easy to fall asleep to. But no, so my dad, when me and my older sister were, like, younger, he got some Disney movies. But the thing with, like, a lot of the Western dubs I grew up in, so there's, like, 2 types of dubs. Really quickly well done dubs, and then, like, more well done dubs. What I mean by that is a lot of the DVDs my dad got us, it was in Russian, but you can still hear the original English audio. It was just toned down a bit. And like when I was younger, like my Russian understanding was actually much better compared to my English. Like nowadays, I need to get back into studying Russian to get better at it. But yeah, it was like more of like a cheap one, honestly, on Gen. That they were quickly made to. Like I know, like the dubbing scene in Russian has grown quite a bit. I still don't know like how big though, compared to like the English. Because there's like a big dubbing scene in the U.S. when it comes to like dubbing anime and like Eastern stuff into English. Like there's that big scene, but I don't know how big it is in Russian at the moment. We can slightly hear the other language before too. Yeah, no. But like when I was young, I had a better understanding of Russian and English, so I was able to hear like both languages at once. But like a majority of the quick dubs, most of the time they did not do a dubbing of the singing. Like most of the Disney songs were just left in English. Like once the song happens, they just turn off the dubbing. There's like 1 or 2 dubs out there that I had that actually did sing the songs in Russian. It was mainly Mulan that we had that does that. But no, but the reason why I'm mentioning this is because apparently the grandpa character in Tiny Bunny, his voice actor is actually quite famous in like the Russian scene. I don't know if it's just specifically the animation scene or like in Russian dubbing in general. Because apparently the grandpa guy, like he did a lot of work dubbing movies from the US into Russian. Like the Transformers movies, as an example. Like he was Optimus Prime in Russian, apparently. Sadly, though, apparently from my understanding, the grandpa character here, it was his last role before he passed away in 2022 due to the pandemic. So, like, that's something that I found out. Like, it is sad that he sadly passed away. But it's really interesting knowing, like, this game got big enough in Russia that they got some really big voice actors to, like, work on the project. I do need to, like, check who are the other voice actors and voice actors to see, like, how they done. Okay, so this is where we last left off. But yeah, I also don't know how long it will take for me to do chapter 4, because I have put it actually is a pretty long chapter. Because the reason why I'm mentioning this is, you guys, is I am thinking of, like, doing 2 more runs. Because for what I've heard, there are 3 main routes. I'm currently on the Paulina's route, but there's a route where you go with the Fox Girl, Aliska, instead. And finally, there's a route where you choose neither of the 2. And I have heard the Aliska is a very interesting one.
Дедушка тебя не сильно донимал?
Нет, он очень интересный.
Дедушка тебя не сильно донимал?
Нет, он очень...
Небось, ты теперь знаешь все.
Okay, this is Glitch.
А может, погуляем после?
Let's do this. Because you guys can see the text is working. Okay, walking, meeting the grandpa. Okay, we got to do everything again. Got to do the scale again. Okay. Okay, now click on Grandpa's toy.
Небось, ты теперь знаешь все о своем имени.
Oh, looks like no, the whole thing's broken. Ooh. Oh, no, it was just broken. Great. Okay, I need to try to do my best with my Russian, but... Wow, that's a good way to start today's stream. We found a bug. A Sailor Moon poster. This cartoon is for girls. Transformers are way better. Enjoying them is much more interesting, especially when they transform, when they change shape. I think that might be... Actually, I'm not gonna say anything. I actually don't know much about Sailor Moon, so I don't know which Sailor Moon character this is specifically. It looks like she has, like, black hair. I suspect that the... That the ones are like the good root unless insane Polina, bad root, insane, more animal side, and more between the two. From my understanding, in terms of the community's point of view, a lot of people. What I put on apparently is a lot of people do not like the route where you don't choose either of the two. Like, a lot of people don't like it. But apparently it's most believed to be the canon route. Because from my understanding is the background for this game is apparently it's based off of like an old Slavic folklore or Slavic tale. And the route when you choose neither of the two is the most similar to the source material. So that's why some people view that the middle one or the neutral one as the correct one. So it's a very interesting one. And I also have for the Aliska one is apparently very interesting. Okay. Although if Polina has a 2x2 channel on her TV and she invites me to watch it together, I won't refuse. In the name of the moon, I shall punish you. Cats. Okay, let's be honest. Not a speck of dust on the cover. This is a place where she practiced. Let's see what pieces she has in her music sheets. Capisco Sol Minor looks like the name of the pizza Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would eat. Meanwhile, I wasn't even able to play Philwatts. Yeah, I'm just gonna go bother. A bit of an old-fashioned, but I like it. Let's see what Polina has in a collection. Real records from Modania, and some of the memoirs from Jugotin, a company in Yugoslavia. Rak Minor Fidor release areas performed by Hibla Gozmava, only classic. No Totu Skutugno no Demise Ruse. Butchered. 10 out of 10. You can call me a butcher at your deli meat store with how I said these words. They have some bold music recordings made with an Alexa recorder over X-ray suits. The needle slides on the picture of someone's ribs, and you hear David Oskar playing a violin. But look, because I want us to take a look at this.
А это твои родители?
Are these your parents? Polina looked it down.
Да,
Yes.
они погибли много лет назад. Я их практически не помню.
They died many years ago. I can barely remember them.
О,
Oh. I feel like a total idiot. I could have guessed Polina was an
мне
orphan.
очень жаль.
I'm so sorry.
Спасибо.
Thank you.
Дедушка воспитывал меня как родную дочь. Никогда не устану благодарить его.
Grandpa raised me as his own daughter. I'm forever grateful to him.
Представляю, каково тебе пришлось.
I can imagine how tough it was. Polina fast me a sad smile and busts off a mischievous look, a lock of hair off her face.
Давай не будем о грустном.
Now, let's talk about this. Let's stop talking about the sad stuff.
Познакомься с Джоанной.
Meet Joanna instead. Cats! Let's go! I bent down to take a better look at the cat that was snuggled up beside the radiator.
Привет, Джоанна.
Hi, Joanna. The cat hits her tail on the radiator's fins and then hissed, showing her fangs.
Прости, она не особо дружелюбна.
I'm sorry, she's not exactly friendly. My cat Grace is as neutral with strangers, while Newton is deadly afraid of strangers.
К такой реакции я привык.
I'm used to this kind of
Что
reaction.
за имя, Джоанна?
What's with the name Joanna?
Тебе не надоело говорить про имена?
Still not tired of talking about names?
Джоанна из сериала «Элена, ребята». Смотрел?
Joanna's from Hella and the Boys. Have you seen it? A French TV series targeted at teenagers that was broadcast all over Europe, including most Eastern European countries in the middle of the 1990s. Huh. I snorted.
Это для девочек.
That's a show for
Ой,
girls.
подумаешь, я вот и трансформеров смотрю.
Oh, come on. I, for one, watch the Transformers
Ну
too.
ладно, кто твой любимчик?
Really, now? Who's your favorite? Who like
Ты
this?
меня проверяешь? Допустим, Мегатрон.
Oh, is this a test? Oh, let's say Megatron.
Ага. А говорила, что не любишь плохих парней.
Did you see like this like bad guys?
Да, но вот ему удалось растопить мое сердечко.
I do, but he alone was able to throw my heart. I know there's a lot of really cool terminologies in the Transformers community. I need to Google them. Belina grabbed at her chest in a comical manner. Blaine sat down on the couch and fixed the bedspread.
Чем займемся?
So what are we gonna do? A pose and play for gays hypnotized me. Dim lights helped create a special, exciting atmosphere inside the room. I felt a faint moment of blackberry, but also something more elusive and captivating. At that moment, my usual embarrassment suddenly morphed into something unexpected vigor. I wanted to show off and brag, to do anything in my power to keep Polina's gaze fixed on me as long as possible. I imagined myself to be like Agent 007, ready to seduce another female fatale with his stunning looks. Watch me roll a natural 1 on charisma. As if mimicking the hero of a spy action movies, I crossed my hands to my chest and with a mysterious smile on my face, decided to lean against the wall. I thought myself to be quite charming at this particular moment. Let's go, roll a 1. Yet, a clanking sound stopped me from enjoying this grateful applause. I felt to notice an open piano and sat down right in the middle of its keys. God damn. Hold up. Got... Sigh. Followed by the instrument lid slamming shut with a bang. At the same time, a fighting Joanna jumped off the chair. Oh, cool, I can see like a better look on the specific Sailor Moon character. I still don't know which character this is supposed to be, though. The cat rushed up the curtains and then jousted across the wall to the safety of the wardrobe top, ripping out thin slices of wallpaper along the way. Oh, she's mad. Oh, she's gonna be mad. Pieces of a torn-up Sailor Moon posters that by pure chance happened to be in the way of the scared animal fell to my feet. Judging from the look of Polina's face, he really liked that poster.
Прости, я не хотел.
So, it was an accident. Я не хотел. That means, like, I didn't want that. Like, so I didn't mean to do that. Like, so I didn't want that. She closed her eyes, her lips twisted in forehead wrinkles. It seemed like Polina was about to scream or cry, but she just sighed and spoke in a calm voice.
Не беда.
It's okay.
Нет такой поломки, которую нельзя починить с помощью изоленты.
There's nothing that can be fixed with electric tape.
Ну, в этом случае с помощью скотча.
Well, duct tape in our case.
Давай, помогай.
Give me a hand. Hey! Let's go! I love these type of puzzles. Okay, so this is a corner. Oh wait, how do I know, like... Okay, so that's over here. Okay, now we need to do this. Yes, let's go! The last piece fell into place. It seemed like the room's harmony was restored along with the poster.
Это же персонаж из Sailor Moon? Sailor Юпитер или как там ее?
Is this a character from Sailor Moon, right? Sailor Jupiter, I think?
Да нет же, это Сейлор Сатурн.
Ah, Saturn.
Ее зовут Катару. Она воин разрушения, который вместо того, чтобы уничтожить мир, спасла его.
Her name is Hataru, and she's a warrior of destruction, yet instead of destroying the world, she ended up saving it.
Мне она всегда больше всех нравилась.
I always liked her the most.
Вот. А еще у нее раздвоение личности, представляешь?
Oh yes, oh, she also has 2 different personalities in her, can you
По
imagine?
крайней мере, было. Джоанна порвала ее на дюжину личностей, не меньше.
See, at the very least, Johanna whipped her into at least a dozen more. I glanced at Belinda and inquired a soft voice.
Скажи, как проходят твои вечера?
How do you usually spend your evenings? Belinda shrugged and looked at me as if bored.
Смотрю телевизор или играю дедушке на скрипке.
I watch TV or play violin for Grandpa.
Он планирует сделать из меня Давида Ойстраха.
He wants to make me into the new David Oskar. One of the most prominent Russian violinists, he was also well known for his musical conductor skills, owning the ranks of masters in that field. Died from a hot stroke hours after one of his concerts. That is a way to go. Holy hell. He wants me to...
Кого?
David who?
Скрипач был такой великий.
He's a famous violinist.
А ты что же, сама не хочешь играть?
So he's forcing you to play. Okay.
Скрипач был такой великий.
А ты что же, сама не хочешь играть?
Wait, says like, oh, so you don't want to play? That's what he kind of said in the Russian dub audio.
Почему? Хочу.
Put you like, was he just saying that's like, what do you mean? Like, I want to. First of all, nothing of sorts.
Это мой шанс уехать в город и начать нормальную жизнь.
This is my chance to the big city and lead a better life.
Гастролировать по странам, знакомиться с новыми людьми.
Touring different cities, meeting new people. I felt a strain of stupid jealousy from her words.
Играешь для меня?
Can you play something for me?
Ты точно этого хочешь?
Are you sure?
Очень.
Of course. He said like, are you sure you want me to do that?
Хорошо. Только учти, я сегодня не в форме.
Oh, but keep in mind, I'm a bit under the weather. Like, it was he said like, keep in mind, I'm not informed today. See, secure the violin from its case. A polished flame glimmered in the lamplight.
Это необычная скрипка.
This is not an ordinary violin.
Ее смастерил в 17 веке скрипичных дел мастер Гварнери, а сам Ойстрах дал на ней первый концерт.
No. It was made in the 17th century by a violin artisan named Garani, and Oskarov himself used it for his first concert.
Она дорогая.
Is it expensive?
Ну, пару миллионов долларов стоит.
It's worth at least a couple of $1 million. My jaw dropped, Alina replied with laughter.
Видел бы ты свое лицо.
I wish you can see your face right now.
Я шучу. Копейки она стоит.
I'm joking, it's so cheap.
Если бы у меня была скрипка Гварнери, я бы жила в Москве.
If I had one of Colleen's violins, I would have lived in Moscow.
А я и не повелся.
Hey, I knew you were joking.
Конечно, конечно.
Sir. Emily took a proper plain pose and clutched the violin between her shoulders and jaw, then brought the bow to the string.
Фа диез минор.
Fa diez minor. The bow slid across the string, saturating the air inside the room with music. I sat on the windowsill, amazed by the melody's power. Berlin looked so graceful while playing. Her bare skirt cut open space-time. Her slender finger moved with inhuman speed. A phantom smile smothered on the girl's lip. It felt like the music that mysteriously diffused minor was akin to a gust of wind that found its way inside the house, bringing along smell of sea and faraway city. And every new gust made it even more difficult to breathe for my enraptured self. The melody carried me up to the skies, bringing back memories of that night when I was jumping over the force. But just like everything good, it ended way too fast. Pauline froze for a moment, then lowered her hand and bowed. The waterfall of her fragrant hair swayed back and forth. I jumped up clapping.
Браво! Кто это сочинил?
Who composed this?
Роберт Шуман.
Robert Schumann.
А вот кто теперь мой любимый композитор.
I have a new favorite composer, but... The second syllable turned into an incredulous cry when someone wailed under my foot. Joanna. Oh no. I forgot all about the cat in my excitement and ended up stepping on his... Oh no. So he didn't even give me time to apologize. Joanna clawed my leg and clung to my thigh. Her soft claws pierced my skin through the pants. Blake came to my rescue by slapping the cat on the back of her head.
Джоанна! Гадость какая! Брысь!
Joanna, you foul thing! Soup! The cat jumped on the wall rug and retreated from the room after opening the door with her paw. I went touching my thigh. It was probably quite scratched up. Blake gave me a sympathetic hug.
Больно.
Does it hurt? Okay, I kind of noticed something like the faces and like the hair here, it's more like painterly rendered. But you can never see like the line art on the fingers. Because yeah, it's a lot more difficult to do fingers. I don't know why, but like there's like a lot of details to like the face that makes them unique, but like hands are just they're never easy.
Я сам виноват.
Not really, it's all my fault.
Я не покажу, как бросаться на моих гостей.
Also, what attacking my guests and heels? Oh, that is bad. I think I might see blood. I was worried less about the pain and more about the damage done by my clothes. My pants are riddled with tiny holes. Well, Mom will so be happy about this. At the same time, Polina's attention was flattering.
Твоя Джанна, дама с характером.
Your John is quite a strong lady.
Вы поладите.
You'll get along.
Если ты не умрешь от потери крови, конечно.
If you don't bleed out on me, of course. She turned around and searched the room with her eyes.
Где-то тут был йод.
I thought we had idling around here.
Обязательно.
Oh, don't worry.
Что значит не обязательно?
What do you mean? Not worry.
Еще никто не умирал в моей спальне. И я хочу, чтобы так продолжалось впредь.
No one ever died in my bedroom before, and I prefer to keep it that way.
Снимай пока штаны.
Now take off your pants. Ah, of course, the most awkward, best out of context line. I imagine myself standing in front of Lena in just my underwear. I imagine her bending down to treat my wounds. I'd fancy to scope my mind's like hot steel. God damn it.
Не надо, Полин, ну правда.
Please don't do it, Paulina. She didn't listen. She soaked up a piece of cloth and burned it looking from a small smile. Just roll up the pants. It's not that difficult.
Пациент, я готова.
Wait.
Спускайте.
The mighty patient pulled them down.
Серьезно, дома промою.
I promise. Come on, I'll prevent you when I get home. My reply eased a smile from abusive lips. A horizontal wrinkle went across her nose bridge. She spoke in a voice of captiousness.
Перестань сопротивляться.
So resistant.
Я тебе помогу.
Let me help you. She rubbed my lower leg where my wound was.
Девочкам нельзя отказывать.
You can't reject girls like that. Paulina took a bold step towards me and grabbed a bucket from my pants. Oh no. I tried to dodge, but no avail.
Ах ты ж...
Okay. Oh, here, cover my face with... I felt the vibrance completely says he was laughing. I also felt a chilly draft with the exposed skin of my thighs. She managed to pull down my pants after all. I lay underneath her practically... She blew a lock of her hair away and face and looked at me straight into the eye, then placed her small fist into her cheek and messed with my face with a thoughtful glance. Is there something on my face?
Ничего.
Very,
Красивый ты.
very handsome.
Скажешь тоже.
It's not true,
Честно-честно.
but you're honest.
И знаешь, мне кажется, что я все эти годы ждала, когда ты в поселок приедешь.
I don't know. And, you know, I think I've been waiting for you to appear in the village all these years. My heart was thumping in a crazy rhythm. I felt like under my ribs and my temples all over my body. I completely forgot that I was laying underneath her without my pants on, rubbing my bare thigh against... Yeah,
Что с тобой?
I would like your company.
Не. Я встретила человека, который меня понимает.
I really met someone who understands me.
Это дороже скрипки Гварнери.
You're more valuable than a going violin. I sipped in my gaze for her lips. Oh. Oh, well. Literally have no other choice. It's the goal. The grandpa's gonna come in. It reflects a half-open door in a critter's gut. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, wow, that's... Like, cute, like, kids who found out, but they're like, oh, no, that's really creepy. The cartoon was peeping us through the crack. His grim face floated in the black waters of darkness, his eyes pierced me much deeper in anger than feline course. After getting his cover blown, the old man drove back away from the door and dissolved into the toy cells. A part of my lips was distraught. I had to interrupt our sweet kiss. Bunny gave me a questioning look and spoke in a frustrated
В
voice.
чем дело?
What's wrong? Tell her the grandpa saw us. I untangled myself from her, stood up trying to put my pants back on, and fastened my belt on my third
Ни
attempt.
в чем.
Just tell her the
Я
grandpa.
вспомнил просто. Пообещал маме вернуться к ужину.
I just remember, I promised my mom to return before dinner.
Не уходи.
Don't go.
Полин, послушай.
Listen.
Не уходи, Тош.
Don't go, Tosa. Let's save. Her voice semblance silvery streams ran down her cheeks. Oh, wow. I was yeah, no, what the fuck? Mood shifted in an instant, just like the topics in her grandpa's monologue. So her grandpa was old and weird as she.
Забери меня с собой.
Take me with you?
Чего, Полин? Ну перестань.
What's happened, Paulina? Please stop. I leaned into her void.
Хватит, правда. Все же хорошо.
Okay, calm. Oh, calm down. It's okay.
Я здесь с ума сойду. Не знаю, руки на себя наложу.
Great man, I don't.
Не говори так.
Don't say that. Like, actually, don't. She popped on the bed, face in her hands. She sobbed into soft cries. That is I sobbed at my feet, pausing with no idea how to react. Yeah, what the
Давай сбежим. Завтра же соберем вещи и уедем в город.
Let's run away. We'll gather things small and go to the city.
По 12 лет.
We're both just 12. And
Тебе нравится жить в хибаре у леса?
do you enjoy living this side at the edge of the forest?
Мне, думаешь, по нраву гнить, заточенный в 4 стенах?
Do you think I enjoy rotting away and cooped up inside? Her back odds, her small fist pummeled the couch.
Если ты мужчина, уведи меня из этого места.
If you're a man, take me away from this place. You need to leave. In my inner voice blurted out. I couldn't help but agree.
Иди, тебе надо отдохнуть. Поговорим позже.
I'm sorry. You need to rest. Let's talk later. I'm afraid I'm gonna jump by the grandpa. I went to the coat and mumbling. I might have acted like a cow, but I couldn't handle the fit of his anymore. I put on my coat, stuffed my feet down my boots. Scratch, scratch. I stared at the darkness, imagining a man-eating bear. I can hear Polo's cries coming from the other side of the wall, while something was creaking its way towards me. The wheel stopped 7 feet away on the border between light and darkness.
Уходишь так быстро?
Leaving so soon? I replied in my mumbling voice while trying my shoes.
Простите, мама будет беспокоиться.
I'm sorry, my mom will get worried.
Знаешь настоящее имя своей матери? Петров Антон.
Do you know your mother's true name, Anton Petrov? Shadows roll behind. God done. I crave to leave this eerie place as soon as possible.
Нет, простите.
No, I'm sorry. I saw the pauses left and right anxious.
Почему плачет Полина? Что случилось?
Why is Polina crying? What happened? Mental teeth sign in the dark.
Пойдем на кухню. Чай пить будем.
Let's go to the kitchen. Tea is ready. Hey, you guys like tea? Wait, hold on. Let me just go back.
Пойдем на кухню. Чай пить будем.
He said like tea we will drink.
Я тортик разрезал.
I already cut up the cake.
Меня ждут.
Mom is waiting for me.
Подождут и перестанут. Ну, пойдем, пойдем.
It's okay. She can wait a bit longer. Come. He let out a dissatisfied sob. I finally managed to fix the shoelace, so I sprang to my feet. The old man kept a stony smile on his face. I feel like I'm gonna get like another like option soon. I'm gonna save. I turned my back on him. My fingers struggled with the lock.
Скарлы.
I'll be forced to stay, driven over by wheelchair, dragged away.
Скарлы.
The door opened, letting chilly air inside the stuffy corridor.
Твое настоящее имя.
What's your true name?
До свидания.
Goodbye. I flew through the porch to the trail that sneaked between the houses. While I sat at Belina's place, darkness had shut the village with its crow-like wings. The howling wind made it all feel alive. Constance lamplights firmly embedded into the night enchanted a faint glow. I wept in my forehead. What was that? Why did Belina throw such a tantrum? And the old man who was peeping at us? No wonder he wanted to run away so badly. As soon as I remembered Carton's metal teeth, goosebumps started running all over my skin. Oh no, it's gonna be the bullies. I started and looked around. A fuzzy silhouette appeared near the fence. Who's there? Yeah, a person stepped towards me into the ring of light. My soul almost left my body. I recognized Romka. His cheeks were red and his eyes reddened. He cried while hiding in the... What happened?
Привет.
Well, hello there.
Разве я не предупреждал тебя, а?
I warned you before, didn't I?
Разве не говорил, что убью, если увижу рядом с ней?
I said you'd be dead if I ever saw you near her again, didn't I? And he took the blade. I heard a click, saw the sign of the butterfly knife. Oh god. Well, Roma's bloodless lips gathered into a scary grimace, his pupils glinting like a pair of coins.
Ром, убери нож.
Roma, put away the knife.
Думаешь, я псих? Я покажу тебе, что делают психи.
You think I'm crazy? I'll show you crazy.
Рома,
Roma? I backtracked, afraid of turning my defenseless shoulder blade towards him. Roma advanced towards me, scowling.
Жалкий ублюдок.
You scum! Oh, that is absolutely not normal. White bubbles form on the edge of his mouth. That's really not normal. He wiped it off his face with a jerky motion, smearing the tears all over the cheeks even more. His eyes glazed over with a fog of hatred. The claw amulet I got for Belina saved me once again. It felt like time ground to a halt, and both Romka and his dangerous knife and I were frozen in it like insects inside an amber sword. Run, my inner voice signed to me, save your skin.
Жалкий грязный ублюдок.
Pathetic, filthy scum. And then he howled. He called his despaired voice upwards to the stars. What the fuck? Well, Romka put the knife handle into his mouth like a cigar, clenched into his teeth, a blade pointed outward like a steel claw. Then he fell on all fours. What the fuck is going on? His saddle took on the shape of an angry beast. Saliva dropped to the snow. Romka went complete mad. He roared and lunged at me, using all fours of his limbs to jump. Run. Oh god, that animation fucked me scary. I ran without looking. My boots sank into snow, wooden fence flew past me. Noise was so overwhelming that I felt like some beast, and that the boy on my aids was chasing me. A horrifying huge beast. The wind whipped my face, stinging it like netless leaves. I was suffocating. A track was sort of around the corner, but I couldn't see its drive anywhere. Something agile jumped over the trail and landed some distance away from me. The snowy barricade stood in my way. I climbed it, slid down, and rushed to the back alley. A lamplight simmered in the panic. I noticed the village stopped and ran towards it. They grabbed the doormat, locked. The back alley was reflected in the window. Something huge and terrified was closing in on me. From its depth, shrouded in a snowstorm akin to a burial ground. I ran to the cleared out stripe of asphalt. Dogs in the front yard didn't bark, they just whimpered sleeplessly. I turned around the last house. I ran out the village. The forest towered over me like a giant black monolith. I had a choice. Either I wanted to clear where I would be sitting duck, or run straight through the forest with its windfall and ribbons. I choose the second option. Oh, we're in the forest. Fuck. I jumped to the sides. My legs slipped on the paths of ice. I fell into a ravine. Convulsing, I struggled to turn on my back and started crawling away, expecting Rumcup to appear at the top at any moment. And a human roar swept across the village, drilling into my ears. A minute passed, then another one. I trembled. It's the wolf. Staring at the ravine edge into this inky bustling of pines. Into the approaching sound. It's the wolf boy. The boy in the wolf mask appeared from the forest and stopped in front of me. Friend. Did he wait, is he Romka, or did he took out Romka? He unclenched his fist and a butterfly keen fell to the snow. You are safe. We told you, remember? I should have barely able to believe my eyes. I feel like I'm saving a lot. The wolf boy waved his hand towards the clearing.
В порядке.
It's alright. Go. I was too scared to ask questions. So I walked away in silence, trembling among the swaying trees, trying not to think about the lumps of darkness that will see me off hiding in the bushes. Oh, I got an achievement. Survivor, you escaped from Romka. Yay! At that moment, I had no idea what exactly waited for me in the place I mistakenly called home. The front door was open and swayed slightly in the wind. It felt like my skin was getting covered in rime. I clenched my fists. Darkness oozed in the hallway, and snowflakes flowed inside along with it, landing softly on the rug, like a pack of vultures that sensed their food. I stepped into the door with an utmost caution. Oh, please. I hear noise. For a moment, I thought I heard someone talking in the kitchen, but it turns out to be a radio broadcast fuck. The previously mentioned cyclone is getting even closer to the region. The official forecast for tomorrow suggests a gust of wind reaching up to 70 kilometers per hour. Fuck. Alisa has called its citizens to excess extreme causes. The roads are closed off. The cold air streams coming from the Arctic are becoming massive blizzards. I heard voices coming from the upper floor too. The staircase led out a long squeak. I took one step, yet my heart managed to beat 6 or 7 times in the meantime. The door to my parents' room was ajar. Shadow played unfolded inside a spot. I liked spots. Black silhouettes were performing a dance of hatred. Mom hissed at Dad, her fists flying towards the ceiling, and he towered over her, his hands crossed on his huge chest.
Мы все в опасности. И все из-за тебя.
We all in danger, and it's your fault.
И не ври, ты видел его в поселке.
And stop lying, you saw him in the village.
Он вычислил, где мы живем.
He found out where we live?
Это был не он.
It wasn't him. Oh, it must be that bald. It must be the guy with the bandage on his nose. I think that's who they're talking about. Because I went to the police saying like, oh, I think he might be the suspect.
Я читала в газетах, на что способны твои дружки.
I read about the things your buddies are capable of in the newspaper. His buddies? I went towards my bedroom. My parents were in the middle of another quarrel, and they were soured each other with mutual accusations. Dad let out a low, beast-like roar. Make them stop. That's a cute outfit X is wearing. Olia stood in the corner, pressing her little palms against my ears. I chased away the illusion where my sisters were getting stabbed to death by one girl for my sins. Her swollen face from crying made my skin freeze, and almost managed to push the image of an old, cut-and smoking, and Patsy Van jumping on all fours out of my mind. Tifan.
Что случилось?
What happened?
Они разведутся.
They're going to divorce. I hugged my sister and held her tight. My tongue refused to listen to my commands to look for excuses. It felt like the screams were coming from every direction, left and right, up and down, splitting my head apart. Stray was raining down on us, so we covered our heads with our hands, like refugees running from a bombing.
Я хочу уйти.
I want to escape.
Свою комнату.
To your room?
Нет. Дальше.
No, farther away.
Отведи меня в Небыляндию. Ты обещал.
Take me to Neverland, you promise. I carefully unglued Olia's hands from her eyes and led her away from a room with a parent, which was vibrating with malice.
Из-за тебя.
Ради кого?
For whom? Your own and only own. I could never. In a moment like this, I despise them more than I despise each other. I bolted down to the door to my room and leaned against it, my knees give away.
Почему тебя не было так долго?
Why were you out for so long?
Я был в гостях у одних странных людей.
I went to visit some weird people.
Они тоже разводятся?
Are they also getting a divorce?
Не думаю.
I don't think so. Something hit the window ledge on the outside. Sudden and swiftly gaze towards it. Bam! Another snowball smacked into the window's frame.
Ты ждешь кого-то?
Were you expecting someone? I didn't even reply. Instead, I let go of a whiz, Olia swept in fear. I crossed through him, wincing from every sound coming from my parents. I could hear plates getting smashed now. They must have moved their arguments to the kitchen. It's them. I flung the curtains and window open. Only Alisa is posing like, damn. You guys fucking suck. We gotta pose. You're just standing there missing me. I gotta pose. I like that. I like the fact that Evan has a unique hand, like, wavy mess. Wait, that's actually adorable. Like, he's just super excited. He's like, I'm just doing it. That's actually cute. Rudy, Teddy, Wolfie, and most importantly, the charming Alisa stood outside waving at us. Oya gasped the surprise once he saw the owl goal.
Я же говорила!
See, I told you.
Я знаю, я тебе всегда верил.
I know, I always believed you.
Кто они?
Who are they? Her fearful voice also had some curiosity mixed in.
Чтобы в такую погоду дома сидеть, надо быть очень скучными детьми.
Only the most boring children sit at home in weather like this. We still have many games to play, Hoot.
Давайте только не во все игры играть, а то у меня лапка болит.
Well, let's not play all of them. My paws hurt.
Чуть-чуть.
We
Потом отдохнем.
we play a little, then rest. Friends. Come on, come out to play and dance. My heart started beating faster as soon as I saw Alisa, and my inner voice practiced scream, "She's here! She's finally here!"
Знают, как попасть в Небыляндию.
Do they know the way to Neverland? I entertained that possibility. I looking at the animal kids.
Может быть, пойдем и узнаем.
Maybe let's go find out. The silhouettes of my forest friends promise to free us from the sadness, anger, and nightly horrors. I made sure that Olia wore warm clothes. And let her get cold. Mom barked at Dad like a wild beast from the soul with emitted desert. Huh? A survey of Western zoologists, travel popular science advocate, and a TV host featuring inside of the Animal Kingdom program. He was famous for his infectious optimism and overwhelmingly empathetic attitude towards animals. We seek past the rumbling kitchen and into the snowfall outside. Alisa went up to me and hugged me tight, poking her cold nose into my neck.
Как же долго!
It took so long.
Пока мы вас, домоседов, ждали, то чуть не состарились.
We almost got old waiting for you sudden's. She pressed her body into me even harder.
Оказывается, ждать так утомительно.
Turns out waiting is so tiring.
Фу, дайте хоть минуточку в себя прийти.
Give me a minute to catch my breath.
Однажды я тоже долго собиралась. А когда закончила, то и вовсе забыла куда.
I was planning to leave for a long time once, Hoot, and when I was done, I forgot where I was supposed to go. Oila looked at the eye with suspicion. Drinking some water. But she still giggled when the board did a backflip and landed perfectly. Yo! I don't think that animated. Let's do backflipping owls. Oh, hold up. I think my mom texted me, but I don't see. Okay. So my mom just texted me. All the other animals, as if on cue, stopped fooling around and stared at Olia in amazement.
Это же та девочка, что не хотела со мной дружить.
That's the uncle who didn't want to become friends.
Меня зовут Оля.
My name is Olia.
Раньше я... Ну, я просто тебя боялась.
I was afraid of you before.
Тебя испугала наша совушка?
You were afraid of our Hootie?
Может быть, у нее совофобия?
Maybe she has owl phobia? I am googling that. Fear of owls. Stygiformophobia. I'm just gonna call it owl phobia. That's way more easier to say.
А это лечится?
Can you hear that?
Главное, чтобы ребенок не боялся веселиться.
It doesn't matter as long as he's not afraid to have fun.
Иначе с нами можно умереть от страха.
Oh, he might get scared to death of us. I was stunned at the realization that my lips were slowly forming a smile. And that's after everything I saw while at Belina's house. Every time I met Aliska, it felt like I crossed a river and the sound of floating water suppressed all of my negative thoughts.
Какие у вас красивые костюмы!
Your costumes are so pretty. The fox still let go of feet and squatted before Olia.
О, какая очаровашка.
Oh, what a cutie.
Антоша, почему ты прятал от нас это милое создание раньше?
Hey, Antoska, why did you hide such a cute creature from us before? I glanced at the house, worried that our parents might have seen us and were about to run fun like they always do. Then hugged my sister and replied,
Давайте отойдем подальше.
let's get further away from here.
Просто.
Something.
Оля, а ты знаешь, как найти в нашем лесу Деда Мороза?
Hey, Olia, do you know how to find Grandpa Frost in the forest? A legendary figure. Grandpa Frost, Ded Moroz, a legendary figure similar to Santa Claus, hailing from Slavic mythology. He is often depicted wearing a heel-length fur coat in red or blue, a semi-round fur hat, and a pair of Western traditional winter footwear. Valinki. His face is adorned with a long white beard, and he walks with a long magic stick. He said to bring presents to well-behaved children on New Year's Eve. Melissa's eyes widened. Ooh,
Нужно идти по сладкой тропинке.
you need to follow the sweet trail. Aniska bent down and took a candy out of the snow. Elia raised her hand in amazement. She gave me an inquiring look. I nodded. My sister munched the candy.
У нас что, в лесу завелся Дед Мороз?
Wait, do we have Grandpa Frost in our force?
Ты мне не рассказывала.
What? You didn't tell me.
Я рассказывала. Сегодня днем.
I did. This afternoon.
Но ведь днем я сплю.
But I sleep during the day.
Ага. Вот я и рассказывала, пока ты спала.
Right, I told you while you were sleeping. I remember Romka, while listening to the childish conversation, how he screamed at the top of his lungs while chasing me mere minutes before Wolfie appeared.
Что случилось с Ромкой?
What happened to Romka?
Поверь, он в порядке.
He's alright. Trust me.
Жив-здоров, твой Ромка.
Your Romka is safe and sound.
Только такой вредина, как он, вряд ли получит от Деда Мороза подарок.
But a bad boy like him is unlikely to get a present from Grandpa Foss.
Максимум горсть угля.
He'll get a handful of coal at best.
Или по шапке.
Oh, his ass whooped. Wow, he took a moment to find a joke and laughed. I kind of like that detail. Teddy took his bandit's paw in a comedically friendly manner, and the Amber kids all burst out laughing in unison. Not really. The anxiousness I felt a moment ago now felt completely distant. Tail. Elena dashed away, wiggling her red tail like a short flame. Oya went after her without thinking and laughed after taking another candy out of the snow pile.
Вы такие бодрые. На вас аж смотреть противно.
Yeah, so lively. It makes me sick to the stomach.
Давай не зевай.
And you stop being so passive.
Лучше беги с нами к Деду Морозу, пока все подарки не разобрали.
What if us Grandpa Foss while there's still presents left?
Скажешь тоже.
No way.
Скорее уж мне на голову свалится 3 кило конфет, чем я поверю в байки лисицы.
Welcome back, Enchin. I don't believe the fox tales unless 10 pounds of sweets drop on her head right now. Mask. Okay, so, okay, luckily I've been saving. So, it is a creepy mask, I might like it. So basically, Anton and Polina's talked it a bit more, and then, they started kissing. Anton and Polina had a kiss, with the grandpa staring at them through the crack in the door. Fucking creepily. So, yeah, the grandpa literally watching them. That was legit creeped me out. I know. So we tried leaving, but Polina started freaking out, screaming, asking us to leave this town together. And then the grandpa kept on asking, what is our mom's true name? What is yours true name? Then we ran into Romka, who is crying right now, got on all fours with a knife and started tasting us like a beast. Wolfboy came and said, okay, it's all right, dropped the knife. We went back home. Parents are in a massive fight. Because the mother says something along the lines of, you put us in danger, this is your fault. And now we're with Olia with the Foley Squad. Yeah, surprisingly a lot can happen in a little bit. So yeah, Anton, Olia, and the Foley Squad together to find Grandpa Fox, which is basically Russian Santa. When the aforementioned tree started raining down on the bear's head, I couldn't stop myself from laughing at him, ouching and bobbing his head up and down. I don't know, it's kind of funny. Teddy's trees glisten in the snow. Teddy sneezes and pulled a little bear in the nose candy out of his ear.
Я бы вздремнул часок, а уж потом пересчитал все эти шоколадки.
I'll take an hour-long nap and then count all these chocolates.
У меня такое подозрение, что тут не больше килограмма.
I used to expect there's no more than 3 pounds here. Alisa shouted at us from another side of the forest.
Не в этой жизни!
Maybe in another life?
Скорее! Дед Мороз уже заждался нас во дворце.
Oh my god, Grandpa Foster's already tired and waiting for you in the castle. I struggled and ran, running loose into the grip of fear I felt all this time. Something round whizzed past my temple. I decided it was Noah, but then Olia proclaimed, Zephyr! A type of soft confectionery popular in most Soviet countries. It made by whipping fruit and berry puree with sugar and egg whites, with substances additions of a glazing agent. It's chocolate, coated Vance's same family of treats with American mayonnaise, German couscous, and types it. Oh yeah, I want to know about the Moscow and Mr. Frosting for us a year. Nice. I actually had these type of candy in the past. Like, so the big city that, like the capital city of the province I live near, there's a couple of Euro stores that we do occasionally go there to get some specific Western goods. And my family do occasionally buy these. He learned about it in an Italia fan game. Honestly, I think it's a very unique way to learn.
Не подбирай, он испачкался.
Is he? Don't pick it up, it's dirty.
Ты что, веришь в микробов?
Huh, do you believe in microbibs? It's mostly counted the Western characters, yeah.
А ты нет?
And you don't?
Раньше верила.
I used to. Damn, you're dirty. Don't care about germs. Graceful rows of colossal pines greeted us with their rustling paws. Snow drifted upwards into the endless black sky just like last time. Snow piles lined up like melted silver.
Как же красиво!
So pretty, and I thought the voice was scary.
Родители пугали лесом, снегом и совой.
Parents told us scary stories of the forest owl and snow,
А мы с собой играли в снежной чаще под луной.
but we aren't one bit worried playing with fur when moon glows. I did my best to keep track of Olia's movement, but it was a difficult task. My sister would jump inside buses, picking up more candy, only to then get back to the trail laughing. It was singing. I didn't see like any of the music notes were weird enough. Hootie flew over our heads, landed on a bench, and started hooting, shaking her head. Oh yeah, apparently the owl did a backflip earlier. I wanted to see that. Wolfie ducked in the snow with his face, digging up piles of bubble gum and swallowed it without taking off the wrapping. Ugh. Singing dog must not. Yeah, I have to do sing talking, and I'm mostly singing.
У тебя будет несварение.
Ah, that's a cute spy. Seeing the bubblegum wrappers. Your tummy will hurt. Dolph got scared and spat it out the gumball.
Враки, враки, злые собаки.
Lies, lies, lies. Nasty flies.
Нет никаких несварений.
Tummy aches don't exist.
Вся эта чушь случается только со взрослыми.
All that nonsense only happens to grown-ups. I want to say it's such a medical joke, but I'm not. Like, I forgot the punchline though. Alisa stopped with her tracks and moved a convoy of intertwined branches to the side in a pompous manner, like you would opening the curtains in theater. To exist, yes. Ooh. Behind your obscure layout clean, there showed an ice castle glistening with silver.
Это все взаправду?
Is this real?
Защипнуть тебя.
Shall I pinch you?
Не надо ее щипать.
There's no need to pinch her. We stared at the sparkling miracle. Its towers and walls were made out of snow and icy marble. I am mass saving. I heard a calming sound of ringing bells. There were also a smell of chocolate and burnt sugar in the air.
Милости прошу к нашему шалашу.
Welcome to our humble abode. Come on in. They didn't have to invite us twice. We entered the castle, spinning around and screaming from the blinding sparkles. Okay, that hat is instantly disturbing me. I don't know, it's literally just the hat is what's making me a bit scared. Grandpa Foss sat atop a shiny phone. Puffy Pom-Pom strained atop two hooks of his hat, a snow-white beard covered with kind smile. Is a fox a bully girl? Because that makes sense, and she looks dead. So, that is an interesting theme, because, like, I did read online, because some people do believe the fully kids are the dead children, or, like, the kids that went missing. And the amount of animal determines, like, how recent they were. Like, we know from the files that a little girl got missing first a long time ago. And some people think that's the owl, and since the owl's the most animal, it took a long time. And then there's Volva, who most people believe it might be the wolf. And since he was quite recent, he's mostly animal, have some human. And then Simon is the bear. Maybe because like similar voice act, like some voice. And the fact that he's just recent and injured, the part is bandaged. The thing with the bully girl, it's odd. Because Alisa, we don't really know much about her. Like again, I chose the Polina route. Because many people believe Polina might be the fox girl. Now, I have heard that one of the main reasons was an error, like a mistake. Because I need to go back to the scene when it actually became colored, because apparently, when Chapter 3 first came out, the coloring was incorrect. Because apparently, Aliska in the colored version had blue eyes, but supposed to be yellow. Which was interesting. But the bully girl is interesting. He looked just like I imagined him back in the day, when I still believed in Mom's fairy tales. Tall, strong, and hairy, radiating frost and wolf at the same time. Okay, legit, I would love to get a coat like this. Like this type of fluffy coat, like absolute hell to draw with how I went to full, but absolutely 10 out of 10 coats. would love. Name the same to me with the fox and the bully girl. That seems to film a talking mannerism. My could be also had talk try to have voice actor too. And his voice low and silky enveloped me like the smoke of the festive bonfire.
Антон и Ольга.
Anton and Olga.
Ох, и намучились же вы, ребятки, пока сюда добирались.
You probably got tired while getting here, my dear children.
Что ты, дедушка? Мы быстро дошли.
Oh no, Grandpa, we got here really fast. My sister spoke with the castle's master like she never spoke with adults, in a lively, carefree manner, as if they were the same age.
Знаю, все знаю.
I know all.
Мне мои друзья докладывают.
I have lots of friends and they tell me everything.
Кто был покладистым весь год, того подарок утром ждет.
If you delighted all year, I'll bring you gifts, my dear.
Кто ленился и грустил, пускай он дедушку простит.
If you're lazy and upset, please forgive this kind old man.
Лентяем и грустяем конфет не запасаем.
Candy won't encounter lazy bones and dinos.
А я не ленилась.
I'm not lazy.
И о том знаю.
There's two I know. He gave us a long, evaluating look. His real face was hidden under the Grandpa's false mask. Oh no. I was just standing there, unblinking, my gaze glued to the older man. I could accept children living in the forest and fantastical jumps towards the moon room, but seeing Grandpa Frost in his frozen castle left me completely speechless.
Есть у меня для вас кое-что особенное.
I have something special for you two. As I could peer in his giant head, my nostrils got attacked with a murmur of coca, halva, and tangerines.
Спасибо, но мы уже ели конфеты.
Thank you, but we already eaten some candy. Confessing that it was from pizza usually consists of thick paste made from flour, butter, liquid oil, saffron, rose water, milk, cocoa powder, and sweetened with sugar. Rose water? Oh, I'm googling that because I don't think I thought about that. Rose water. Oh, the fuck. Rose water is a flavored water created by steeping rose petals in water. It's typically made as a byproduct during the distillation of rose petals to create oils or perfume. Oh. That was a lot more simple than I actually thought it was. Let's just water that had flowers in it. Grandpa Frost pierced me with his eyes.
Разве то конфеты были? Так, одно название.
You call that candy, that was
Вот
nothing.
у меня конфеты волшебные, прямиком из Небыляндии привезенные.
My candy special straight from Neverland.
Из Небыляндии?
From Neverland?
Сразу бы вам их дал. Заслужили.
I give them to you right away. You clearly deserve them.
Но есть правила.
But rules are rules.
Надобно вам 3 дедушкины загадки отгадать.
You
Пробуйте.
you need to solve 3 of Grandpa's riddles. Want to try? I'm safe scumming. Screw you, I'm gonna use the power of safe scumming. I tried splitting my puce lips apart, but Oli was forced to reply. Yes.
Тогда слушайте первую.
Here comes the first one.
В нем живут машины и хранятся шины.
It's a home of cars and all of tires. I looked around at the masked children. They stood without moving in corners, but the shadows danced on the walls. I heard a low hum. In my confusion, I thought it was the sound of my rumbling stomach. A glass. Yeah, that makes sense.
Верно.
Correct.
Теперь вторая загадка. Подключайся, Антон.
Now on the second question, you try to solve it, Anton.
Весь день ходит, как тень, посудой гремит, на всех шипит.
All day long, to the saddest they belong, they batter the plate and hiss at their mates. It's all day, to the saddest they belong, they batter the plates and hiss at their mates. My answer stood up in confusion.
Мама?
Arms. Olio raised her hands. Can I? Can I? It's a kitty.
Верно. Хо-хо. Осталась последняя загадка и подарки ваши.
Which one was it? Who was the correct one? Correct. Here's the last one. Solve it and the gift is yours.
Вот незадача, ребятушки.
Oh, but what a stroke of bad luck, my dear children.
Запамятовал я, о чем же была эта загадка.
I completely forgot what the riddle was about.
Может, наши друзья зверята нам
Maybe our little family. Oh, maybe our little animal friends can help us. Children in the costume surrounded us, laughing and stopping, only to start spinning in a crazy rambly that somewhat reminded me of a dancer under my window on that fateful night. Grandpa Foss sits on his phone. At the kids, he's smiling back. Please don't make them wait too long. Come and open your old sack. Grandpa Foss burst out laughing, satisfied.
Убедили старика. Получайте.
Okay, you proved yourself to the old man. Here you go. He scattered a mountains of sweet from his scarlet sack, some of which I've never seen in commercials before. Oh, he got that jumbo-sized ones too. Fuck. Legit, some of the best houses at on Halloween is always the jumbo houses. It's fine because like nowadays I don't go out trick-or-treating. I'm trying to be one of the people that actually hand out the candies to the trick-or-treaters. Kind of weird, not gonna lie, the last Halloween. Because, you know, I was handing out the candies to the kids. Because, like, look, my sister likes that this neighborhood is small. The reason why is the fact that, like, okay, we need to get candy for the kids. Okay, let's get the big candies. Let's get the jumbo size. And since most kids are not visiting our house, we have a lot left over for us to eat. That's why my sister liked this neighborhood. But no, last Halloween was so weird because, like, the amount of times I was, like, handing candy to the kids is like, wait a minute, you're the Subway guy. I'm like, fuck, they know me now. Gotta run. But also, like, I occasionally look into the kids' bags to judge what my neighbors are handing out. Like, damn. Oh, my neighbors are giving out a bag of chips. I'm like one of the few chocolate people. Halloween's really interesting as an adult. Because you get to see how the kids view you, it can also judge what other people are giving out. Lollipops the size of fists and tensories the size of Olga's head. Oh, I love these like Twix. Snickers. Kindle Surprise. How the fuck are we not getting sued by copyrights? Mars bars. Milky Way. I actually haven't really tried Milky Way in the past, like, honestly. Banana. Any other ones I recognize? No, it's mainly like Milky Ways I see a lot of. And also Snickers, Mars, Bounty Bars, and Kinder Surprise eggs that we haven't eaten for so long already. They probably needed just enough where they could actually see to change their names a little. Yeah. Why? Because, like, I see the why. I thank you! I wiped away the tears of joy with my sleeves when my inner voice persuaded me to get rid of all doubts. This is exactly what I want for my sister and myself. The true Neverland without bullying and taboos. We're finally going to be happy. Why is the coat ripped? Grandpa Frost straightened up as he left his phone and threw his hands in the air over the treats. Animals that stood to his sides also raised their paws, the eyes sparkling bright they praised his gems. The roast maw was met with saliva.
А будет пир на весь мир!
Feast, my children. Animal kids rushed to devour candy one by one, pushing each other and growling. Their face was smeared with something dark. Olia grabbed the closest candy and tore off the wrapper. When I saw that, I felt a pendulum swim inside me. And look at this accent. Happy, sad. I'm gonna make her head pop like a walk stop. Rock and roll, bucko, rock and roll. So it's stupid, but like, yeah, I'm feeling way off. I felt something was off. Sorry. It's stupid, but I just wanted to. I gripped Olia's wrist so hard that he squeaked either from pain or from surprise. Don't. The wolf noticed. Cautious whispers spread through the room, ears twitched on the mask. Shadows slid from one place to another.
Что такое? Что случилось?
What happened? Did something happen?
Ничего страшного.
It's fine, nothing scary.
Просто Тоша верит в несуществующий диабет.
It's just Tosa believe in non-existing diabetes. I like kind of just mentioning that.
Расказни родителей.
The parents lie.
Разбудите меня, когда он перестанет валять дурака.
There you go. And then, when he stops fooling around, Grandpa Frost leaned into me. He smelled of caramel and just a tiny bit of dampness.
Давайте не будем портить праздник, друзья.
Let's not spoil this wonderful occasion, my friends.
Сегодня каждый должен веселиться. Ешьте и пляшите.
Everyone should be having fun today. Eat and dance. Oil tried to pull her hand away, but I kept in my clutches. I looked at the sweets, then at the tall man, and tried to focus on a barely discernible sense coming from him. The sense of rot and decay masked with the sugary aroma, the foul smell of a beast. It felt like I was finally able to smug off some strong delusion, feel exhausted and coolness returned to me.
Спасибо, но мы сыты.
Thank you, but we're not hungry.
И мы пойдем, наверное. Мама с папой переживают уже.
And I think we'll be going. Mom and Dad are probably worried sick. Oh no. I dragged my sister towards the exit, but Alisa stood in our path. Oh, I can see where the jump's gonna come from. She handed a china platter in her hand. Oh yeah, I knew exactly what's going. For a brief moment, I managed a magic magnet crawling inside of it, but as soon as my eyes started towards the offering, I saw gummy worms instead of vomit-inducing withering balls of living ones.
Антон, мы же друзья, правда?
Anton, please, we're friends, right?
Мы даже больше, чем друзья.
We are even more than friends.
Помни, что я обещала?
Remember my promise?
Никто не причинит тебе зла, пока я рядом.
No one will hurt you as long as I'm here.
Тебе, не Оля.
Neither you or Olia.
Что? Съешь, пожалуйста, всего одну.
So please just eat at least one. Safe's coming.
Съешь, а?
Kitty, please.
Антон, пусти! Ну пусти!
Let me go, Anton. Let me go.
Теперь и ты все мне запрещаешь, прям как мама.
You're just like Mom, now forbidding me from doing anything. Olia convulsed hysteria, trying to free herself from my clutches.
Это неправильно.
This is wrong.
Все здесь какое-то неправильное.
Everything's wrong about this place.
Вот как?
Is that so?
А ты не задумывался, что из неправильного тут только твое мировоззрение?
Have you ever considered that maybe the only thing that is wrong here is your perception?
Ты думаешь, что делают те таблетки, которые ты глотаешь круглые сутки, м?
Ever thought what those pills that you gulp down every day do to you, huh?
Искажают реальность, путают мысли, уводят тебя со снежной тропинки.
They twist reality, they tangle your thoughts, they lead you away from the snowy trail. I looked at Lisa with suspicion, searching for a comeback, but I couldn't find one. I remember Lova's bloody mitten and Simon's severed finger inside a small plastic bell. All of that was just an illusion.
Кто вы?
Who are you?
А на кого мы похожи?
And who do we look like to you? Like nightmares that ravage my sick mind.
С нами вас никто больше не накажет, не запрет в комнате, не бросит в одиночестве.
Oh, I love the lighting here. I love that. With us, no one will ever punish you. No one will lock you up in your room or abandon you.
Ныне никто не заставит вас делать то, что вам не хочется.
From this moment on, no one will be able to force something you don't want upon you.
Откуда вы знаете, чего нам не хочется?
And you're kind of forcing us to do this, so irony on you. And have you know what we don't want? The old man rubbed Wolfie, who was munching loudly behind his meal.
Я знаю,
Oh, I do know.
мне шепчут ветра и тени, холодные звезды и безграничные небеса.
Windows and shadows whispered to me, as do cold stars in endless skies.
Говорят, что дети не хотят взрослеть,
They tell me that children don't want to grow up.
превращаться в тех, кто живет запретами, угрозами, наказаниями.
They don't want to turn into those who live by taboos, threats, and punishments. His voice grew louder in every word.
Ожиданием старости и смерти.
Those who live ready to grow old and die.
Дети живут мечтами.
But children live by their dreams.
Я отлично знаю детские мечты о счастливой и беззаботной жизни.
Oh, how wonderful, well, how children dream of a happy, carefree life.
Той, в которой есть чудеса и дикая свобода.
The life of wild freedom and miracles. His voice rang like thunder. It made all hair on my head stand on end.
Все это будет вашим, стоит только захотеть.
All of this will be yours. You only need but wish. I feel like this is like a Coraline situation with like the other mother trying to get Coraline to stay.
Стоит только попросить.
You only need but ask. Then he whispered,
Стоит только согласиться.
you only need to accept.
Согласись.
Accept? No, Olia? Oh, I saw that eye change. Hold up. Olia repeated after him like an echo as if in chant. Oh, that is a sick eye change.
Да, моя дорогая,
Yes, my dear girl.
вкусить это.
Partake of this feast. The old man pointed towards the fox girl.
Прошу тебя, ради всех нас, ради меня, ради сестры.
Please, I beg you, for all of us, for me, for your sister.
Зайчик, отведай хотя бы кусочек.
Please, Bunny, just take a single bite. Yeah, okay, Bunny, we still the play theoretically.
Да, ты все поймешь.
And you will understand everything. Haha! Jokes on you, Oh, that is so cool! Hold up. Look how good this coloring is. I felt like chilling winds blew from the cavities of her eyes. Yeah, that is some good details. From the cavities of her eyes, from the dark holes of other bees, and the towering old man's too. The owl face twitched nervously. The wolf's maw dripped with saliva. I should have saved. Fuck. The bear stuffed his feet, and each of sleepiness gone from his face. And from behind us towered the one who pretended to be Grandpa Frost all this time.
Я сказал, мы уходим.
I said we're leaving. I gripped in my sister's hand even tighter. Candy slipped it out of her fingers, it smacked against the floor. Ollie started looking around, frightened. I said we're leaving. Elisa parried me, and despite everything, I felt immense anger.
Ну какой же ты все-таки
Hey, why do you have to be
дурачок.
such a deuce? I heard the flute's melody, but now it reminds me of a crackling whip or an even agonizing convulsions of a fizz that has blown out of the ice. Music jangled about, striking at my ears. And then, as the crystal castle was filled with cries of children that slowly turned into beast howls, intermingled with the sound of clenching bones and rippling skin. The china splattered, filled to the brim with maggots smashed into tiny pieces. Damn, they could have gotten even worms to replace the gummy worms. That sucks. Alisa Owen's fur coat ripped at the stem, letting out a cloud of foul-smelling fog. Her twisted face bared its teeth in a sense attacked by my nostrils again. Hey, Alisa overblotted. The fox screamed, blood stemmed down her cheeks like tears, making her full stickly, her bones naked tail whipped against the wall with its vertebrae. I sealed my crying sister. Core drilled into my stomach, rushed through my guts, and rose through my throat. I felt the urge to tear off my glasses and lose sight. I wanted to squeeze my eyes out and go blind forever. I turned to face it out, my face contorted from disgust. Okay, you did a snap in animation, that was cool. Did a snap again. Was too busy looking at the text to look at it. The worms wiggled inside her masked feathers. Her rotten beak snapped like garden scissors. The second back and barely avoided bumping into the roof. His face was stretching out, his bones crudged. Teeth poked it out his festering gums like shards of broken glass, and swollen tongue kept on tirelessly licking them. At the edge of my vision, I saw the bare block of passage, every inch of his body oozed scarlet itchy larvae, clogging with teary eyes. I pulled the soft Olia close, looking for an exit in panic. My foot ended up in a pile of the sweets, but those were no longer candy. Oh god. I'm so glad I said no. Oh. Human remains blanking on the full. Oh, so I think I found the missing kids. Ribs with shreds of meat on them, torn out jaws, a toothed necklace, and moss-covered pelvic bones. Tiny skulls and scrubs swimming in a sea of blood. Eat up. Oh, yo, full animation! Yo, let's go animation! Legit, that's some good stuff. The horned monstrosity towered over me, clenching a bone flute in its long, clawed fingers. A giant goat that set his kind old man form. Completely black, animating hatred and mouth, he scorched me with red-hot coals inside his eye's cavity. His horns sculpted against the ceiling. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, I like this. Eyes cracked and thawed, dripping down, forming muddy pools of water, bearing mental walls that were hiding underneath it. I realized we were doomed inside this cramped room of a dungeon, surrounded by a howling beast. Is that hanging? Wait a minute, is this like a meat locker? Like a back of like a butchery. Where like, you know, they butcher up all the cows and pigs and like hang the meats up on the wall. And that's a leg. Oh, we're so fucked. All I can do was hug my sister even tighter and watch how the circles around us sank, how ugly paws reached out to us from behind in the veil of bloody fog. Let me grit them up to shreds, Master. I'll tear their eyeballs and screw their oozing roots. Yeah? The growling little maw snapped like a bear trap, spouting thick white foam towards them. I have a theory the kids that met along with the goat creature were once seen as possible threats to animal ones. All the others Wait, okay. The kids that went along with the goat creature all were once seen as a possible threat turned into the animals. Possibly. Because, like, the bone flute is an interesting detail. Because I have already possible bit of, like, a Piper situation. I don't know much about the story of Piper, though. That's the thing. But yeah. Oh, that's definitely the muscle. But he immediately puts away by a rotting bear carcass. No, it's mine to have fun. Bone flutes actually exist in the past. They were one of the first instruments found. Really? I didn't know that. I got so tired listening to that fucking drive. Damn! F-bomb dropped. I'll rip the skin off the little brat while she's still alive, right in front of her brother. I'll make eat his own sister. I feel his belly full of guts. Damn, talking like a damn, like, extreme horror book. Blaze Master. I felt like his face was about to tear apart, crackling like an egg cell, letting out something even more sinister, nasty, scary. Platonic flutes, or what the bone flutes are called, they were found in the upper region of Europe. Oh, I see. Golly Owl crawled back at the grinding bear, stopping me from getting close. She's mine, you scumbags. Get your paws off the gulls. The crackling zoo formed a full that started rolling the guts and fat. Supposedly they were mostly found in Europe. I see. They howled, fought with each other, tore out scraps of fur and feathers, ready to rip each other apart like a pack of hungry dogs fighting for leftovers. A sudden scream of a flute pulled them apart as if someone tugged at their leashes. The master of the pack charmed the monsters with his soul-rendering music, turning them into unmoving, silent marionettes that faithfully waited his commands. The goat stopped nipping on the sing balloon foot. Its devilish melody that sounded like a chorus of children being run over by a steamroller went silent for one last time. That is an image. It is making me think of an ad. A chunk of raw human flesh popped inside my aching feet. It's me to mimic bird and animal sounds, so oh, that is actually interesting. Oh, that makes a lot more sense too, with them being animals. Eat or be eaten. Consumed by fear, I turned to Ola as he lay on the wayside covered in pink snow. Oh, blood-covered snow. Just like the Sleeping Beauty in that cartoon, she probably lost consciousness from this soul-rendering spectacle. I wanted to wail, to go mad, to die quickly and painlessly, right here and now. But alas, I couldn't. I was still inside the torture chamber, choosing between a gruesome end inside the monster's stomachs and cannibalism. Hula meat grinders kept on staring at me with the greedy, infidel, hungry eyes ready to glunk at my own bones before eventually being eating them if I dare refuse their master's offer. But if I was to agree, I'm sure I would lose my free will just like them. I'll turn into a perpetually hungry monster that dances to the tunes of the bloodthirsty madmen. And I'll surely lead Olia and all those who I hold dear to their deaths. My lips trembled, a feeling of nausea toward my stomach inside out, but somehow I found the strength to scream.
Никогда и ни за что. Я человек!
No way, never, I'm a human. Those words should be later used as my epithet, but I knew that my remains were destined to never be found. My surrounding meant dead silence. Eat them, collect them, tear them apart. The horned saddle consumed us. Sweet meat. Alisa rushed through the goat and stood between us, ridiculously tiny compared to the giant monster. Her tail dragged after her, leaving behind a scarlet trail, fleas jumping around her back and the bones sticking out of it. Wait, don't need to be so hasty. We still have use for the bunny. He'll bring us a tasty treat. For the fox and for the bear. Bunny tasty meal prepares. Flames inside his eyes sockets stop trembling. Still does bare their teeth in anger. The tale we heard the children saying earlier how the bunny will prepare them a meal. So that's how the callback of the kid's tale went back. Impost. Hoot. Gut-filled meat bag. Shut up, buffoons. Can't you feel it? Have you forgotten? The moment when he almost took a bite out of the moon at the snowy clearing. The cannibals went silent, swallowing saliva in disappointment. Alisa, meantime, took a soft turn and... That's kind of cool, not gonna lie. We turned to a form of a cute child with a fox mask on that I met for the first time one January morning. Actually, it does make sense that the main character is a bunny, considering how skin is there on how smart he is. And true! His skin is quite clever. Oh! More extreme lighting. She glided towards me, dissolving the tail surrounding us with the smell of tangerines, firecrackers, and magic. Her soft paws touched my cheeks, remove a sticky strand of hair from my forehead. Alicia embraced me and whispered in a sweet voice.
Ты хочешь спастись?
Do you want to save yourself, Tulsa? I stayed silent, gritting my teeth. I was afraid to look away, afraid that this fleeting illusion could get shattered.
Милый, скажи, ты хочешь спасти свою сестру?
Tell me, sweetie, do you want to save your sister? Tears spray from my eyes as I whip. Yes. I continued to sniffle and sag, grabbing at the hem of the fox girl's coat. Fertility, abundance, and new beginnings, plus bunnies are known to be skittish. Yep.
Скажи громче, чтобы все слышали.
Say it louder so that everyone can hear you. Deleted and so, I screamed, my face awash with tears. Yes. My mouth immediately filled with the metallic aftertaste of blood. Ugh. The fox's blackened fingers kept pushing a chunk of human flesh down my throat. I fell to my knees, coughing up blood, unable to vomit out. Oh, there he is. Rotting carcasses of animals surrounded me once again. What a joke. So let me take a bite of the goal. Boiled anger swallowed up in my mind. Something foreign and puny burst forth, pouncing from inside me. Hey! Looks like you didn't have a choice. Yeah. Let me see you try. I tell your filthy tongue and shove it deep down your Cloaca. Yo, look. You blameless chicken? What is that? Cloaca. A common caveat at the end of the digestive tracts of the release of both exudative and genital reproductive for Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Google it. I googled it. Basically everybody. Plus, what keeps the acting? The ominous owl jumped away in surprise, accompanied by the fox cackling. Basically, he's saying it'll tell you in half from God. My voice went out and then I bet in half. Vomit put out of my mouth along with a part of a treat that I wasn't able to regurgitate. You right, bunny? His finger pointed me. It felt like a knife was lodged handle deep in my solar pelvis. It's your turn to treat us. Get us some meat until tomorrow night. Or else. Alisa suddenly stepped into the saddles and the goat put his foul-smelling maw right into my face and roared. Or else we will eat your entire family. He hooked his foot against the floor and I went for my life, forgetting about everything else. I heard them scream at my back, we'll eat you alive. Ooh, look at it. Even more in the mason. Hole of ice fell on my soul, dead wooden and frozen inside. I managed to make feet to the place where pines moved their branches and showed me with snow, like crooks sprinkling salt on puds. The wind tore at my hair. I turned around and froze over. It's the black sack. The glass was just disappearing right in front of me. Oh, fuck that. Dissolving in layers, becoming dim and then transparent before a gust of wind finally swept away a phantom of black walls. Only then I realized that I let go of my sister a long time ago and she was left behind in the monster's den. There was only a giant snow pile left in the castle. A gull wrist poked it out of it, like a cross would poke out of a beergram. Terrified, I walked over to the snow pile and started digging. That's all. Oh, this pale face. Why did you try to hold in your sister? Yeah, no, true. Oh, well, don't forget, Alisa did force us to eat meat, so she mostly let go of us. So I think he did try to the whole time, but like, Alisa did stop us from continuing that. Her pale face, a monk with wonderful shoulders, peered from under the white mask. Her blue lips trembled. She's alive. Hanging in there. Continued digging and prayed her from hang on. At some points, I was able to see her stomach. I'm cold. Her voice was faint. It's okay. I'll carry you home. I'll get you warm by drinking hot chocolate. Just stay awake for me, you hear? Just... My fingers get something sticky and... I cleared out most snow. It turned red and musty. What's this? What's there? I gulped. Why don't you say anything? How could I tell? We could get her a wheelchair. Oh, his body didn't exist below the stomach. Rings of guts fell out of the wound. Oh, to her head and started to hold my scalp. Yeah. House, then let us death a faint scream. Oh, look at that! I was gonna achieve it for looking at all of the items in episode 4. Hold up, look at this. Oh, someone else is missing now. Oh, hell, wait a minute. Bayaska is also missing. The question is, did the main character take them on his own? Yes. That's why Romka was so sad. Oh, so when was the last time I saved? I think I need to delete. That's why he's so sad. Because Bayaska went missing. He lost all of his friends. Yeah, basically everyone Romka knew is gone now. Fuck. Oh, fudge. Okay, so now even more kids are missing. Now the name Sunny Bunny makes sense. What do you mean by it makes sense? Oh, wait, literally tells you right here. Based on the short story Tiny by Dimitri Moras. Oh boy, I have a lot of questions now. Fudge. Usually the names of the games either have to do with the bad guy or the main character, since the main character is the bunny. That makes sense. I'm just gonna move myself. Sorry, I'm just blocking mess. It's my bad. Okay, so this is when like the other routes will definitely come into play. Like I know, okay, I have to make sure I save. Like I will go like off stream, you guys. I will go back to that moment and get a save later on, so we don't have to wait that long. Like when chapter 5 does come out, I don't have to do skipping. But no, definitely the next part will be to go through the other routes. So I went fully on Belina, so next we're going to do Aliska next. And then we're going to go to a third route, which is no one. It's very because like Bayaska went missing. So I wonder that if we went to Aliska, will we have more context of the kids disappearing? That's my question. But if not, there's still because... Ooh, boy, I'm actually really excited how this is going. But no, so next time we stream, next Sunday, I will start the other routes. I don't know how long it will take for me to go through each of the routes, because I don't know how much new content it is. But other than that, it's, yeah, let's see what's going to happen next. Yes. But other than that, good night, everyone. It was absolutely fun finishing chapter 4. But bye-bye, and take care of yourself as well, and baka.